I believe this is the first feature-length film by Garbus that's not a documentary. I mean, she's done a ton of those, but she seems new to fiction. However, this is based on a real story and it's a bit of a true crime thingy. And the story follows this woman, a single mother of 3 daughters, who works mainly as a construction worker but also as a waiter when needed. And everything is going well enough until her oldest daughter goes missing, hence the title. And because the local authorities aren't exactly doing a great job of solving what happened to her, the mother of course takes it on herself to put some pressure on them and to start digging into it herself too. And she's a very feisty, determined and resourceful woman who won't take no for an answer. And that's basically the gist of the movie. We follow this investigation as it unfolds. And you know what? I think Amy Ryan did a very good job in the lead role here. Not that I really had any issues with the other performances either. Everyone did a decent job. I will also say that the direction and the editing was very effective. But nothing about it really managed to stand out or impress me. It was all very functional. Visually it's also a very decent looking movie, but I wouldn't say the cinematography stood out either. The same pretty much applies to the writing as well. It's solid, it works, I had no issues with it, but never did it particularly impress me either, and I guess that's a reoccurring theme here. Everything is just fine, it works, it doesn't draw attention to itself, but nothing's really exceptional either. But you know, it's a good story about the struggles of being a mother, with a heavy dose of mystery and intrigue, and it's pretty gripping and compelling too. And I can't really point to anything and go, that was handled poorly. But at the end of the day, it's just another decent drama that turns out to be rather anticlimactic. Because if you don't see the end coming, I don't know what to tell you. Which I guess brings me to the little summary at the very end, where it says what happened to the actual people in this story. And that just bummed me out, and it felt unnecessary, and it wasn't a great way to end the movie. Because an ending that feels obvious and anticlimactic is one thing, but if it leaves you feeling bummed out, that's another thing. And yeah, it just made the whole movie feel kinda pointless, to be honest. Like, why even tell this story if that's how you're gonna end it, on a bum note? Sure, those things might have actually happened, but if it's not gonna serve a clear purpose, why include it in the movie? Or if there was a purpose to it, I sure didn't get it, and the film did a poor job conveying it. So yeah, not sure what else to say about this one. It's a solid, decent movie. That in my opinion kind of fumbled at the very end and soured the finale. Sorta tainting my view of the rest of the movie, which I didn't actually have any issues with. And maybe it was the documentary filmmaker in Garbus who just needed to tell the entire story. You know, not leaving anything out, but in some cases leaving things out might not be a bad thing. Especially if including them has a negative effect on the project as a whole. But that's about it, so would I recommend it? Sure, why not, especially if you're into this sorta true crime stuff. And maybe you won't dislike the ending as much as I did, so perhaps give it a look, or you could also not do that. After all, I'm not your dad. But hey, what are your thoughts on this? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, maybe give it a thumbs up or sub to the channel, because that would be fantastic. And if you'd like, you can also support me on Patreon or PayPal through the links in the description. And as always, I appreciate you and thanks for watching.